Hello everyone, welcome to Move Well, Live Well. Are you experiencing buzzing or ringing in the ears? Well, you may be suffering from a condition called tinnitus, also known as tinnitus by the American Tinnitus Association. Well, if you are, you're going to want to stick to watching this video as we're going to show you a great technique you can use that'll help get rid of that tinnitus fast. Join me, shall you? So, we get a number of people that come in here with issues regarding their ears. And what's going on with these folks, they're experiencing a buzzing or ringing in the ears known as tinnitus. I pronounce it tinnitus. A lot of health professionals pronounce it tinnitus. However, in the American Tinnitus Association, pronounce it tinnitus. So, well, anyway, however you want to pronounce it, drop it in the comment section. How do you pronounce it? As far as what is the correct pronunciation, I pronounce it tinnitus, so I'm going to stick with that. I'm just used to saying it that way. Well, anyway, they're experiencing that, and there's, the three most common reasons for tinnitus or tinnitus is age. It could be age-related. In other words, the nerve within the ear is starting to decline in its ability to transmit noise. Also, what happens is there's also earwax buildup that could be in there. That can be causing some of the buzzing or ringing in the ears. Also, just exposure to loud noises for long periods of time. We get a lot of folks that have been doing landscaping or carpentry for long periods of time, or working as a mechanic, and you can hear all these engines and machinery all the time. You get this constant buzzing or ringing in the ears even when they're not at work anymore. So those are the three most common. Obviously, head or neck injuries can also cause buzzing or ringing in the ears, Meniere's, and even otosclerosis, which is the small bones in your inner ear as they start to get stiffer as you age. That can also cause buzzing or ringing in the ears. So anyway, I stumbled upon this technique. It's not my technique, or it's by a Dr. Jan Strydom. So Dr. Jan, that's J-A-N, last name is Strydom, S-T-R-Y-D-O-M. And I think he was a surgeon. I'm not quite sure what kind of doc he was, but I want to say he was a surgeon. And if you know, drop it off in the comment section below as to who Dr. Jan Strydom was. But anyway, I'll put the link to the article in the description, so that way you can look up his technique straight away in that particular article. I'll put it in the description. Well, anyway, his technique is called the finger drumming technique. And essentially what you do is you take your hands just like this, and you place the palms of your hands over your ears. So you're kind of cupping your ears as to kind of block out the sound. So you're not smashing your ears or anything like that, but you are kind of blocking the sound, the outside sound. And your fingers are pointed toward the back of your head. I'm going to turn around here, and you're going to see my middle finger kind of like where the base of my skull is. You can kind of palpate back here. Here, I'll go like this. So you can kind of palpate back here, and you can kind of feel this ridge of bone. See, here's the mastoid process right here. These are the mastoid process. And then you just go up just a little bit from there, and there's this ridge of bone. This is the external occipital protuberance right here. And just right here, see, kind of you block your ears. See, you're blocking your ears. And then right here is kind of where your middle fingers are sitting. Just underneath the external occipital protuberance, right there. And you take your index finger. So here you are, you take your index finger like this, and you put it over your middle finger like this. So your palms are over your ears, right? And you take your middle fingers are right here, and you're doing this. See that? And you're just flicking your middle finger, you're flicking the index finger, huh? You're flicking the index finger like this. You're flicking your you're flicking your middle finger, excuse me, your index finger over your middle finger, and then as your index finger hits your skull, you can hear that drumming, that boom, that beat of the drum against your skull. So that's the technique. And in there, he recommends 40 to 50 reps, and you do this several times a day to alleviate the symptoms of the buzzing or ringing of your ears. And so if, let's say, you went out last night or whatever and you sat too close to the speaker and it was a little loud, you may have to do this technique a number of times to get an alleviation of those symptoms. So depending on the severity, just keep doing it over and over. But essentially that's it. So again, you put your palms over your ears and your middle finger is right there just underneath the external occipital protuberance right here. And then you're flicking that index finger repetitively. Just like that. And I didn't do it for 40 or 50 reps. I've done it a number of reps. And even me, I'm 46 years old. I spent a lot of time going to rock concerts when I was younger. And so I experienced some buzzing or ringing in the ears. And sometimes I'll mow the lawn without putting any ear protection, which most of the time I do. And sometimes I'll do the leaf blower, and I get a little buzzing or ringing in my ears. But just doing that for just a number of reps, I can already feel an amelioration of some of those symptoms. So try this out. It's a great technique. It helps with a lot of folks that are suffering from tinnitus. And you may have to do it like Dr. Jan Strydom says. You may have to do it a number of times repeatedly, several times a day, to get an amelioration of symptoms. And you just do that, once or twice a day after those symptoms disappear to maintain that nice, no longer buzzing or ringing of the ears. Anyway, if you have any questions with this video, drop it off in the comment section below. We thank you for watching. We appreciate it. If you're new to this channel, hit subscribe. And when you hit subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification button, because that'll keep you in the loop with subsequent videos coming here in the near future. That way you can continue to move well and live well. Also, I know you know folks that are experiencing buzzing or ringing in their ears. Share this with them. This is an easy self-help technique. It's called the Finger Drumming Technique by Dr. Jan Strydom, that they can do anywhere to help ameliorate those symptoms of tinnitus or tinnitus, however you want to pronounce it. Also, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. It lets us know you care. Anyway, we thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.